I just came on here to start. Is this how I intended to come? No, but it's a Monday. And when you work from home, this is how Mondays look sometime. This is how Mondays is looking sometime. I have washed my face. I have on sunscreen, even though I have no intentions of leaving my house. I have flossed and brushed my tongue and teeth, okay? Please don't be on my ass. Oh, look. If you're new here, my name is Talia, and I currently work as a house counsel discovery assistant here in the state of Florida. I am also a master's in legal student. And if you're interested in that type of content, be sure to stick around by hitting the subscribe button. If you're returning, make sure to like this video so that I know that you were here. All right, girl. Let me tell you. Depression has been whooping my ass. Depression's been whooping my ass. I also feel like complacency has been whooping my ass too. And then, you know, life is lifing, but who cares? Because I no longer do, okay? I can no longer care. I just can't care. I just can't care. This is the last week of my master's program, and while I want to come to you guys looking put together and dish on that, this is just gonna have to suffice, friend. So the first thing I want to talk about actually is my channel name change, and then I'm going to talk about that, and then we're going to post this. So excuse my appearance or don't. It's above me now, okay? But this is about to be some real talk. Bonnet, starry pajamas and all, okay? At least I have on a matching set. Thank you. Give me my flowers. So a lot has been going on in my life, both good and I don't want to say bad, but it's just been weird. I'm in this point. I don't even have no nails on. No nails, no hair. A girl is going through, okay? I'm in this, no pedicure. Dog even needs an appointment, okay? I'm in this really weird space where I am, I know how I feel. I have not put words to emotion, so that's why I'm like kind of stuck. But I'm in a really odd space in life where a lot of things are ending, and I'm getting fed up with a lot of things too, which is forcing me to feel like I want to make changes and work towards something else. But I'm also in a space where a lot of things can begin, but it's going to take me to begin those things, and I don't have the resources, the bandwidth, or the get up and go, the care, the whatever you need to get those things started. Example, I'm in a space where I want to change apartments. I want more space, but there are just things. I've been in my apartment for, I don't know, 5 or 6 years, going on maybe 6 years. I've been here since 2020, and I love my area, but I want a more upgraded place, and that's gonna take me. But did I just re-sign my lease for another year? I did, because I don't care. I don't care anymore, and my mind has been so overran with everything else. I needed to have something that was simple. Does that make sense? Like, I needed to have something that was just like, that was, I don't even know if simple is the word, but something that was just like, it's not gonna take a lot of money, it's not gonna take a lot of anything, and I know I'm safe and I am comfortable and fine, right? But am I doing the work as far as putting an action in place, or maybe putting a plan in place saying this is my last year here, next year for sure I know I want to do X, Y, and Z? No. Have I started saving for that kind of, no. I don't even know that I care. Okay, and that's what's scaring me, is I'm no longer caring about my quality of life in a lot of aspects, in how I'm living, and where I'm living, and how I feel, and how I am ready to just say, girl, Dracarys, okay, bitch, burn it all down. It's just so crazy. I am okay with my job, but I don't know what I want. I kind of do know. That's not true. I know in the direction I want to go career-wise. I don't know how to get there, and I'm so tired of playing games with these companies, with these, man, it's just the tango of getting into a field, building from the start up. Like, a girl is tired. I'm tired. I don't want to, right? So then it's just like, well, do you sit your tail here and undermake what your earning potential could possibly be just for comfort, just because you don't want to start from the bottom? Okay, I can at least put some chapstick on, I get it, okay. And work your way up again, or work your way to a comfort level, or it's just like, and then I don't have any passions, and it's just, I don't know. I'm in a really odd space, but things are ending. Sorry. For a person that's been working on some things that ain't turned into shit, I'm tired. I ain't got the energy for it. I'm not finna put no money into no shit. Like, I'm just tired. A girl is tired. And I don't know. I don't know anymore. That's currently how I'm feeling. Now, realistically, I cannot sit in this space for any period of time. Now, this is real life, so I do have to respond to this. Hold on, please. Hold, please. Yeah, so realistically, I can't sit and do that, okay? I can't sit and do that. And you have to work at something your entire life. I just think at the age that I am and where I am, and as much disappointment as I have like experienced, I'm like, something in my systems, in my plan, and something ain't doing right, okay? But realistically, I can't sit in that space, so I still have to work towards something. I just want to work towards something that I know is going to be fruitful, and or at bare minimum that I'm passionate about or that I like doing. I can withstand not getting paid for something and genuinely like doing it, as long as it's not overworking me. But I don't know what that is yet, so I have to figure that out. Like, and like I said, a lot of things in my life are ending as well, and it's weird. And I remember feeling like this when undergrad was getting ready to be over too. I remember feeling like, damn, I've been putting 150 on this thing and it's about to be done. And that's how I feel about my master's program. I've been putting, you know, a lot of work into it, a lot of effort. A lot of other things have been suffering because of it. You guys have, you know, if you've been here a while, my Slack on YouTube, things in my personal, you know, things in my personal life, just because I'm the kind of person, and I don't know, I can one fire at a time. Okay, I just feel like I have to work on one thing at a time. I can multitask if those things are in the same realm. You know what I mean? But I can't be working on my body, my finances, school, my mental health. I can't be working on all of that stuff at the same time. Like one thing at a time. Am I gonna just be doing finances? Cool. And I can do every part of the finances. I can do the budget. I can do the savings. I can do the obtain more money. I can do all of that stuff and multitask at the same time. But I can't be working on all of these. Like, I just, no. It never works for me. It never works for me. So there's that. Now, what, as you guys can tell or see, I have changed my channel name again. And the reason for my channel name is very simple. I want to make sure, as I am transitioning in the legal field, my channel is transitioning with me. When I first started this channel, I really didn't know what I wanted to do with the channel. So it was a lot of things going on. And then I started being consistent with like my journey to become a paralegal, and that seemed to be getting a lot more views than some of my lifestyle stuff. And I was able to stay consistent with it because that was like my constant, and it was where I was passionate about. And then even the help videos, where I'm sharing information or teaching information, I love that kind of stuff to this day. I love that kind of stuff. So it was very easy for me to do. It was very easy for me to edit, and I love editing. I really do. I really do enjoy editing. I know a lot of content creators are like, that's the toughest part, but I can sit and edit for hours and not be phased. For hours and not be phased. So yeah, there's that. And then forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, so I want to make sure the channel is growing with me. I think that my channel name now will be able to grow with me no matter what I do. If I become an attorney, it will still work. If I become a policy maker, it will still work. If I, you know, do whatever I do in the legal field, I think the name would work. And that was just something I wasn't thinking about when I changed my name the first time, because I was still on my journey to become a paralegal. So it was just like, that's what I'm doing, girl. Save me as that, because I'm going to become that. And in working as a paralegal and now a corporate legal assistant that does paralegal things, I wanted to make sure that my channel reflects what I'm doing, but that's still like what I like to talk about. It's still what I like to do, but I think I want to teach, and I ultimately want to create a community where legal professionals can come here and get what they need. If you need help with building your client list, I want to create a community where you can come to the community and say, hey, I'm doing X, Y, and Z. Is there anyone that can help me with that? And I have someone in the community that can do that. You need to fulfill some type of additional training. You can come to the community and do that. You are trying to get an idea of what court reporters do, and you can come to this community and find someone that will talk to you and, you know, give you a little bit of their time to see real deal what it is. That's my dream, and that was my ultimate goal in changing my channel and putting my channel towards that. And so I wanted to change the name to reflect that. And so that's what I did. Now, I don't know what that does for the algorithm or what that does for anything else, but I'm committed to making sure that, when is it due? I'm in depot right now. It's due today. Girl, now I might have to cut y'all off because I might have to call plaintiff's attorney. I think what I left off saying was that I wanted to make sure that my channel name can reflect every area that I move into. And so that's the reason for the name. And prayerfully this year, prayerfully here soon, my passions are reignited for this channel and I can keep moving forward. But if this is your first time seeing me, I have a lot of good information on my channel as it is without me continuously posting. There's a lot of good information that still stands on this channel that can give you a real life view of schooling, things that I've experienced in the field, a lot of different topics. So feel free to head, peruse through the channel and find what you need. And if there's something that you don't see, make sure to send me an email or drop down in the comments and I will address it then. I think I said in my last, I'm pretty sure I said in my last work from home vlog that I do want to start addressing some of you guys' questions. And so I'm still going to address them in the video, but I'm not gonna wait to address them until I make a video. So I'm always replying to my comments. My girls know I'm replying, because why wait? Okay. And I appreciate people engaging with my content. That means the most to me, because it means that the right people are seeing it, however many or few that it is, it's getting in the right hands. So yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I have for y'all. Okay, so this should go up on Tuesday and then we'll keep going on for the rest of the week. The rest of the week is gonna look a little crazy because it's my last week of my master's program. Oh, let me talk about that for a little, just a short amount of time. I'm not sure how lengthy this is, so I apologize if it's too long. And I respect it if you have to go. I started my master's program 1 year ago in January. I started my master's program last year, and I'm going to be honest, partially I looked into master's programs because I wanted a master's degree in legal studies, and I actually wanted one in public policy as well. I just didn't know, when I was reading the description, it was a little too vague, and I was like, I don't want to veer off from my interests. I'm a person that believes that in order to stay in school, first of all, it's not cheap. And in order to stay in school and keep good grades in school and keep engaged in something that you're in wanting to make that investment, you have to be doing something that you're interested in at bare minimum. At minimum, you need to be interested in what you're studying. Otherwise, you're not going to like it. You're not going to finish it. That is my feeling. Like, I have talked to too many people that has experienced it. That was what my experience was. I was like, girl, this is for the mother trucking birds. I don't want to see another theories class. If I see one more theories class from and not even, oh girl, no, I don't want to go there. Theories classes aggravate me because they're always theories from the viewpoint of a Caucasian male. And I'm sure other people have words and other people have notes on these things. So it is very, that's very important to me. So I didn't want to, but I still would like to take some classes on that. I don't know. Anyways, I was a little over it studying for the LSAT, child, which always happens to me. I don't know why I can't push through and just do that. I don't know. But so I was like, I'm gonna do this because I don't want to sit for another year and be doing nothing and working towards nothing. Also, my job tried me and I was like, oh girl, now I gotta get proficient in another skill and dip on y'all. Yes, I did. So I enrolled. I was surprised that I got in. And when I did get in and I got funding for it, I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna do it. Like, why not? But I think I underestimated the work, and I underestimated what I chose. I chose a master's in legal studies with a concentration in mediation and arbitration, and it was okay. Like, it's been an okay experience. I like the flexibility of going to school online. That has been good, but the curriculum, you can tell it's just not been updated, and it kind of sucks. It kind of sucks. Being at a master's level and still doing discussion posts that the initial post is due on Thursday, and then your final response due on Sunday. Girl, that shit is hilarious to me, because y'all can come up with nothing else. There was no other way for you guys to for us to have a healthy conversation in this setting that doesn't require this. Like, no. That's just my opinion. And it could just be the school that I chose. I don't know, but it's been an interesting ride, and like I said, it was an investment that I wanted to make, and so I did. But it's coming to an end, and so now it just feels like, oh, now I'm gonna have more time to be doing what, you know? So that's kind of, that is how I feel. So yes, this is the last week of this is the last week of school. Like, no, these are the last 2 weeks. So I'm saying the last week because all of my stuff will be due this Sunday coming, and so this is like my last week because everything is due that Sunday, and then it's over. And then I am going to the graduation, and that's gonna be the following, that's like the 13th of May or something like that. So it's just kind of like, oh, but what you gonna do now? I don't know. I don't know, but this ending is putting into perspective. I'm in a place in life where it's just like, the ball is in my court, and I need to make a move in order to move me. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not bogged down by not having, you know, or not having a more, I remember when I first moved into this apartment, my money was funny. That's the best way I can explain it. And so the drive was, keep going, keep working, keep getting your experience so you can get your money up, right? I'm not making like the most money, you know, and I definitely now have a skill set where I could be making more money. However, the amount of money that I make now, I'm extremely comfortable. I can do what I need to do. I can do what I have to do, and I can do what I want to do and not even blink. Not blink, not give a damn, not be like, oh shoot, now I can't, you know, buy as many groceries as I need because I decided I wanted to get a pedicure or not. And that's just a vicious cycle, and it's a fucked up place to be, okay? But I'm not there, and I have not been there in a few years now. I think I'm going to, like, this will be my 3rd year, I think. Maybe my second or 3rd year. So where it's just like, oh, finally things are aligning on that aspect in a good way. But then it's just like, I still have a ways to go. I still couldn't comfortably pay a mortgage. I still couldn't comfortably pay for a high-rise apartment. Not that I want a high-rise apartment, I just can't see, you know, not for me, I can't see that. But I do want a mortgage. I do want to own a townhome. Like I do want other things. But now I have to make more money to do that, and that's going to require a job change. It's just what it is. It's going to require me to pivot and do something else. It's just, what is that something else? Because I'm tired. Like I said, I'm tired of starting from a certain spot or a certain space and having to work your way there and show your value and it's just girl, because do I care anymore? If you don't see the value in me, then oh well, nothing I could like, oh well, you know. So it's just like, I don't know. And then the job market is trash and it's all these other things, but I'm feeling kind of like in a creative space of like, if the job market is trash here, like, could I see myself working in another country for a year? And that's an option for me because I don't have a mortgage, and in a couple of months I'm not about to have a car payment. Even if I did still have a car payment, it's fully doable because like I don't have children, I don't have a husband, and I could go and work somewhere else for a year. I am my only responsibility. So I don't know, but that opens a way bigger door opportunity than me staying at the company that I'm at now, hoping that a role in a certain department opens up. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Anyways, I think this is long enough. Like I said, thank you. If you are new here, make sure to stick around by hitting that subscribe button. And if you're returning, leave me a comment. I want to know how it's going. I know people say that all the time, but I be serious. And y'all know I be checking up on you. I be serious. How's it going? How are you feeling? Are you okay? Do you need anything? Yeah. Do you need anything that I can provide? Okay. Is there anything that I can provide to help? Let me know. Anyways, you guys be blessed, be well. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.